welcome students to MD's English Grammar channel. Here is the first page of the story, A Letter to God. I will try to explain it with its critical ideas and themes, and possibly the critical quotations. The house is one in the entire valley, set on the crest of a low hill. From this height, one could see the river and the field of ripe corn, dotted with flowers that always promised a good harvest. So Lancho's house was on the crest of the low hill, and in the valley was his field, and from his house the field with flowers and crops could be seen. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour, or at least a shower. So this is important. His field needed a downpour, that is a little heavy rain, or at least, if not rain, then a shower. Throughout the morning, Lancho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. Here it is mentioned that Lancho knew his field very intimately. That is, how his fields behave, what type of crops it produces, and how produces, when to give manure and when to give water. That is, he knows his field intimately. He has a close connection with his field. That means Lancho was a good farmer or experienced farmer. So he only looked in the northeast sky, from which side normally the rain came, hoping for a downpour or at least a rain. Now we are really going to get some water, woman. So here Lancho addresses his wife, calling woman, which is customary, and he expresses that they are going to have some rain. The woman who was preparing supper replied, "Yes, God willing." So Lancho's wife was preparing supper. In Latin American countries, the supper is taken during the evening, and she said affirmatively, expressing her faith on God, that if God willing, they would get some rain. The older boys were working in the field, while the smaller ones were playing near the house, until the woman called them all, "Come for dinner." So the older children were working in the field, and younger one was playing near the house, and the mother called them for dinner. It was during the meal, just as Lancho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. So rain came as he expected, and big drops fell. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body, and when he returned, he exclaimed, "These aren't raindrops falling from the sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces, and the little ones are 5s. So, seeing the raindrops, shining raindrops, he compared them with silver coins. And this also indicated Lancho's hope to get good harvest, and by selling a good sum of money, those harvest. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with dotted flowers, draped in the curtain of rain. So he was satisfied, and he showed his gratitude towards his field and to God also, as he saw the field was covered with rain. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. But the rain changed into hailstorm, and large hailstones began to fall. These truly did resemble new silver coins. This is ironic here. The big hailstones were really looking like new coins, but these are destructive coins, so it is irony or sarcasm. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen parts. The children, who are not worried about the crops, went out to collect those frozen parts. So here you see a contrast. The same hailstones are joy for happiness for the children, and same hailstone is a cause of sorrow for the family, for Lancho's field. It's really getting bad now. I hope it passes quickly. It did not pass quickly. For an hour, the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. So Rancho wished the hailstorm should go away, but it rained for 1 hour, covering the whole valley with white hailstones looking as salt. And all his crops, his symbol of hard work, destroyed. Not a leaf remained on trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lancho's soul was filled with sadness. So all his crops were damaged. Trees even lost all their leaves, becoming bare, and Lancho's heart was filled with sadness. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, "A plague of locusts would have left more than this. The hail has left nothing." So it is another expression of comparison that a plague of locust, even if locust would have attacked, he could have some remaining crops. But the hailstone had destroyed everything all. It means the hailstone is worse than locust attack. That night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. There is no one who can help us. We will go hungry this year. So at night, Lancho expressed his sorrowful heart to his family members. He said that all his labor and work has gone for nothing, has become nothing, and there is no one who could help them. And he also expressed the fear of going hungry that year. So students, this is the part I have just explained. I will explain the other part too. Please follow Andy's English Grammar channel and subscribe. Thank you.